Welcome back. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and today we're going to do an unboxing of a very special pair of boots that I had made. And as you can see, this is from Yearn Shoemaker, and this is pair number 2. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I've really been into this heeled boot design, which is coming from the Edward and Green Galway. Now you can see this is a package that was shipped with the just a plastic DHL label basically over the box. And you can see the box is a little bit worse for wear. Not a big deal to me because I don't store my shoes in boxes, but for some folks that could be a problem. Now, as we look through this, we're gonna see, here they are, and they're a pair of boots. Now this is normally like a shoe size box, and they did not have the ability to get me trees as part of this. So that's still coming. Now, as I look at this, this is an exciting thing. So this is the boot here. You can see it has beautiful Vibram soles. They did a nice leather heel stack. Now this is from Yearn, which is hand sewn, hand welted, hand stitched. And this is shell Cordovan on the base, and this beautiful brown patina with this slightly lighter, not much lighter, brown suede upper shaft. Now, we're going to take a look at this because I like it to be really soft, and it certainly looks that soft today. And this shell Cordovan is also somewhat unique to me, so we'll spend some time there. But let's open up the other one, and then let's take a look at how Yearn decided to make this pattern, because this is not a pattern that they had before. And so this is something that they did for me, which I think is really cool, and I'm very happy about it. So we're gonna take this, and we're going to bring the shoes into the center here and take a look at them. So now, this is a pair that I asked them to fix the sizing on. As you guys remember, the pair I have from them before was a little bit on the tight side. So I said to them, well, I want to fix it. What's the best way to do it? And what I did was I sent them the same measurements that I send to my bespoke makers or to my made to measure, and they were able to take care of it from there. So very exciting. If we look at the shoe, I'm just trying to make sure that this stays in focus. I'm in cinema mode, which can be kind of tricky. So you can see here that this brown is a very, very special brown. It is a little bit lighter, has this nice, really kind of cool tone to it, and then this is this dark chocolate suede, and that is, in my opinion, pretty cool to look at. Now, when we open up the boot, one of the things that I usually ask for is that it be unlined on the shaft. Now, this one does not appear to be unlined, so what I'm interested in is when they went to do this, did they do it the Edward Green way, which is to actually have the lining go continuously in, or did they separate the shaft from the base? So here, as I feel it, see there is the shaft goes down all the way to the footbed up here, and all they did was they did the suede for the heel to prevent slippage. Now, when you look inside, you can see that the nails from where they hand blasted it still in the footbed, which is always a good sign. And this has now this could be just a reverse suede. It is relatively thick, but this is not a sueded lining. But again, if it's fully reversed like a Janus suede, which feels like it is, this is just the other side of the suede. So very excited about this. It is quite a bit thinner than the base. And of course the base is shell Cordovan, which is not as soft as suede, but feeling from this tongue is still pretty soft. Now they have a break in the tongue that looks like they actually did some stitching here to make it more comfortable as you're wearing the boot, which I'm really anxious to see how that goes. A lot of times they'll do an unlined tongue on this boot for that very purpose, just to make it more comfortable. So excited about that. And then as we look at the soles, now this is a Vibram stud sole, very similar to a Day-Night, but you see it almost looks like they carved a groove. Now, again, they do this by hand, so they may have, like Mecariello does, carve a groove in the leather and then hand sew in between in order to deepen the way the stitches are. But nobody uses a machine to do that when they stitch soles. They always just stitch them right into the top and then use tension to pull it in. So they may have done that as well. Here, where the stitches are a little bit more visible, you can see how dense they are, which is very nice. Now, these are not, $2,000 boots, so I don't expect, 12, 13 stitches per inch. But this is pretty good. It looks, just judging by it, 4 or 5 per centimeter, which is pretty good. So definitely some nice things. Here they actually carved a bevel waist into a rubber sole. And I can't say that I've seen that before, but that must be done by hand. Because usually the rubber soles have just a straight waist. You can see, like here, it almost looks like you could see the knife mark where they started to cut it in order to do that work, which is kind of nice. So pretty nice, 270-degree welt on this really cool rounded last. Very happy with it. Now, let's talk about the shell. This shell Cordovan, which has a little bit of a marble pattern in it here, not anything too terrible, but I want to make sure that that's visible. So I'm going to mess with the focus just really quickly here. And see, this is the problem with this mode. It doesn't like changing it. So if we look at the pattern here, you could see that the pattern, there it is. The pattern actually is not as tapered at the bottom as it is on some of these boots, but it does have the flare on the sides, rather than some just have a straight strip here. So pretty nicely done overall. Again, I'm very optimistic on the fit for these because of how they were made. And again, some of the craftsmanship that I've seen just at first glance is very nice. Now, for an inexpensive hand shoemaker, I'm also noting that, these leather heel stacks are quite thick. And again, I'm having trouble with focus. It's not liking having too many things in field. So let me just go here. Now there you can see it. They are thick pieces of leather, but they are a genuine leather heel stack. And there is a taper, a slight taper on the heel as well. Now that's what we would call a pitched heel versus taper, which is more like a cowboy boot. So when I say slight taper, that's kind of what I mean, is that pitched heel. So again, very nice work. Very excited to see these develop over time. And then the shell Cordovan itself is from Novapel, which is a new tannery for me. And I'm really interested in seeing how this stuff, reacts to wear, and be able to do my, kind of my holy grail video on shell Cordovan, which is being able to compare all the tanneries in the world and give you my thoughts on each of them. So I am now well on my way. There are only 2 tanneries that I don't have, which is Camapel and I think it's Covapel. And those are ones I've just never been able to find shoes. So once I get some wear on these and some of my other new ones, I am ready to move forward with that. So thanks for watching. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and this is this beautiful pair of Yearn field boots. And again, they don't do this pattern normally, so they adapted this pattern for me based on some photos of other shoes that I sent them. And obviously they did a little bit to make it their own, which is, good and proper, and really excited to see how they feel and how they last after several wears. So thanks for watching. This is Wisconsin Shoe Guy, and I'm out.